Can we do one-to-one that the rate of literacy is much higher in the 3rd grade? I'm not sure we're there yet. If you look at some of the kindergarten scores compared to last year in mid-year and this year in mid-year, we're much, much further, and we do have a person devoted to those 8 kindergarten teachers who's doing literacy to all 8 kindergarten teachers. So that's the only change from last year to this year. So I would believe that that has something to do with it. When last year you had 22% of students being able to achieve at a certain level, and this year it's 82% at the same time of the year.
Where is the work that the transportation contact had with the bus company in the positions that I'm looking at on the chart?
I mean, who's in charge of transportation? The logistics coordinator?
Okay, so what? Okay, so what Betty came.
The transportation part, correct.
Duties is within that?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
Any other discussion regarding this motion? There's currently a motion on the floor to approve the central office reorganization as presented by Dr. Conway. There's no other discussion. I'm going to bring that motion to a vote. By a show of hands, I'm going to ask all in favor. And those opposed? One opposed? And the motion does carry. Item 5.9, report from Board of Education liaisons. Is there anybody who has a report this evening? I'm sorry.
The minutes, they were also.
Yes, sorry about that. Sorry, 5.7 is where I need to go, and this does need to be untabled also. Mr. Percy.
We moved on table item 5.7, the approval of minutes, or the minutes from February 25th.
Motion to untable. Is there a second on the motion to untable? Ms. Fisher? A motion and a second. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, I'm going to call the motion to a vote by show of hands. All in favor? And that's unanimous. Motion is, the minutes are now untabled for after Mr. Percy.
Make a motion to approve the February 25th, 2013 Board of Education minutes.
I have a motion to approve, Ms. Fisher.
Second.
A motion to approve and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, by show of hands, all in favor? And that's unanimous. 5.8 is the honor roll letters to students.
Thank you, Mr. Holt. We had a question last time about how honor roll letters are sent to students from the mayor of Vernon. About 2.5 years ago, I discovered that this was happening. And at that point, apparently names and addresses were being sent to the mayor's office, and the mayor would merge those, send a letter, sign those, and send them off to the students. I questioned that because the board did not have a directory information policy. They had not defined what was directory information for students, what could be released with or without parent permission. So at that point, the mayor still wanted to do that, and so what we would do, the list of students who make the honor roll is a public list. Parents can have their child removed from that list, but in general, if you make the honor roll, your name gets in the paper. So what we did then and continue to do, even though we have an update, we continue to do is we supply the mayor's office with the list of names. The mayor merges those letters and signs them with just the name of the student. And then that comes back to the school, both the high school and the middle school. They are put in envelopes with the addresses and sent, and then we send an invoice to the town hall. Our last invoice I happen to have a copy of right here. The last invoice was, VCMS was $168, Rockville High School was $186, so about $354.76. So I'm guessing approximately $1,400 over the course of the year, and the town hall remits that to the school system. However,